Sometimes it's really hard to record food reviews because I actually get a lot of anxiety when I try new foods, or I have a lot of anxiety around trying new foods, I should say. So sometimes I may try a food and I'm not sure if I'm having a reaction or if I'm about to have a panic attack. I think it's more just a reaction to having had bad reactions. So in those moments, like when I try a food, I'm really not consciously thinking about if it has a food that I'm allergic to. Um, there's just been plenty of times, last week included, where I have reaction to a food, and you know, I know what to do now more than I did 10 years ago, but or even 3 years ago, to be honest. But it's still scary. And I haven't recorded myself going into that mode because it's very personal. But the only way I often know is if, in the moment, is if it's a food reaction, or if it is, or or allergic reaction to a food, or if it's about to be a panic attack, is really just time. And then also, time. Because I was gonna say if it gets worse, but sometimes it does get worse, but that leads to a different space. So it's a hard place to be. But I was thinking that maybe I was the only person experiencing that, which is crazy because, if there's one person experiencing something, anything, then there's probably another, just because we're individuals, but we share a common thread. So today, a coworker that I know that has a lot of topical allergies to environmental factors came to me and asked me if there was something on their ear, if it was swollen. And I was checking, and it was interesting because the amount of panic I saw in this person, I could over relate to it. And so I watched them and I was just like, wow, I'm not the only person. And I know this person has had, for instance, if they just go out on a walk, they have to cover their hair with a baseball cap. They often have to wear long sleeves, just because if any pollen gets on their skin. They've had reactions to things that have ended them up in the hospital as well. So yeah, I just watched them and I was just like, wow, I guess this happens to a lot of people. So just wanted to put this out there. If you can relate, sorry you can relate, but not alone. You're not alone.